I know that you, as a coach, as a consultant, as an influencer, or as an expert in your specific field, everybody online is selling you a dream. They all tell you work from home, make money online by growing your online following, build a webinar, create an ebook, sell a $47 or a low ticket product because everybody and their mother will buy it from you. And honestly, that is all bullcrap. Let me ask you this. How would you like to build, attract, and sell 3, 5, 10 or more new high ticket clients on demand every single month while being able to predict profitability down to the dollar and the day? You should have said to that, of course, that will be absolutely amazing and great. That is serious money if you can do that. After all, let's just do some math. Just a mere 3 extra high ticket deals a month at $3,000 a pop. That is an extra $9,000 a month, which is over $108,000 per year. And that is only with 3 high ticket sales a month. The only problem is that most people don't know how to do that, and they're listening to the wrong people, and the wrong people are screwing them over. There are 4 big fires that you need to put out to sell high ticket products and services online as a coach, consultant, as an influencer, or an expert. But before we get into that, the first thing you're probably wondering is, what are high ticket products and services? Well, for me, in my opinion, is as simple as selling more than $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 and above per single sale. That is high ticket deals, and that is what we're going to show you here today. Now, the first fire you need to put out in order to sell high ticket products and services is creating the right offer to sell and positioning it for success. The second one is attracting the right people to sell to. The third one, positioning yourself for the sell with what we've called the precision close. And the fourth and final one is closing the deal with ease in a way that people are convincing you to take their money, but without you feeling like you're manipulating your customers. If you can do all those 4 things, you can make a heck of a lot of money as a coach, as a consultant, as an influencer, as an expert in your field. As simple as that. The problem is that for each of these fires, there's a million possible extinguishers out there. And some of these extinguishers, honestly, in fact, most of them, except one of them, all have gasoline, aka you're blowing the freaking fire up instead of putting it out. So which one do you choose? Should you spray this magic liquid on the fire? Is it either gasoline, which is going to blow it up, or is it this liquid magic that's going to turn it off and put out the fire? Maybe this course will definitely help you, or this magic webinar mastermind will help you do it. Oops, nope, it was gasoline. They didn't help me put out the fire. But wait, what about this YouTube video? This YouTube video will definitely help me create and sell high ticket products and services. Nope, made it worse. No, I got it. This podcast is a solution. Yep, nope, made it worse. And probably that's you, right? Because you are not only wasting money and energy into something that doesn't work, but also time that you can never get back. And all because you made the wrong decision you thought will put out the fire. Look, guys, the truth is that the only online experts with a predictable system for creating, attracting, and closing high-ticket deals and clients can say, when I use my system, aka my extinguisher, the fires go out and I make the money. Hello, my name is Josue Pena, and I am the guy with the extinguisher. Yes, I have the predictable system to build, attract, and sell 3, 5, and 10 new high-ticket deals and clients on demand every single month while being able to predict with profitability down to the dollar and the day. And I know, everybody says they have the system, they got the juice, they got the secret sauce, they got the magic pill. But I'm going to show you in the next 16 minutes, in fact, maybe in the next 10 minutes, because I speak a little fast, how to do this right now so that you know that I know what I'm talking about. I'm the dude with the fire extinguishers, I got the goods, I know what I'm doing. And that's not to be braggadocious or anything. It's just straight up facts. And my partner here, Mr. X, also knows what he's doing. After all, he has closed over $50 million in sales in a single freaking year. There he is right there. We're business partners. We are in this together. And he's wearing a mask because he's a little bit humble, a little bit behind the scenes. He's humble about his achievements and is a more behind the scenes kind of guy. So that's why he's wearing that cool little mask. So I'm going to share with you guys the only 4 steps that you ever need to become a successful coach, consultant, influencer, or expert without the need to fake clout or vanity metrics like a bunch of fake useless followers. Okay, the 4 steps are: number 1, creating and positioning the right offer that is guaranteed to send your customers into a buying frenzy. Number 2, attracting the right people to sell to and that you want and enjoy working with without chasing down family, friends, or strangers that don't want to talk to you. You know, like that girl in high school you had a crush on that said no when you invited her to prom? Yeah. You wanted to attract her, only her, not the ugly girl in high school, and you did not want to repel her like you probably did or like I did. Now, step number 3 is positioning yourself for the sale with our super simple ABC sales process, aka the position close. And number 4 is closing multiple high-ticket deals on autopilot without manipulating your customers and also having more free time to live your life, because at the end of the day, that's why you're in business for. That's kind of important in life. Have more time, location, and money and financial freedom. Like, that's the whole point of it. But now you're probably thinking, who the heck is this Josue Pena guy? Why the heck should I listen to him? He speaks way too freaking fast. There are all these idiots on the internet. Why should I listen to this guy? That is a really good question, so I'm going to share with you a quick, simple story, tell you who I am. It's going to take 5 seconds, I promise you. My name is Josue Pena, and I'm a high-ticket influencer from Dominican Republic. Now I live in Miami, Florida. I grew my company from 0 to over $2 million in a single year. In June 2010, this was me. I played soccer my entire life, and my dream was to become a pro. This was me in 2011, training every single day, waking up early and trying to make it. Here's me in 2013. I was playing first division, or what's called quote-unquote professional in DR. This was me practicing my free kicks by myself when nobody's watching. It's a pretty freaking cool free kick, don't you think? Like, that's pretty dope. And then, all of a sudden, here I am in October 2014, working 8 to 10 hour shifts under the blazing Caribbean sun as a supervisor for an engineering company since I graduated from engineering. These were tough times. I absolutely hated my life. I could barely get out of bed. I felt miserably. I was making anywhere from $300 to $400 a month, which was nothing. Working more than full time, had no time or money to have fun or go out or anything. My one goal in life was to play professional soccer, and I had failed miserably at the one goal in life, and I have gotten injured more times than I can count. Broken both of my ankles, my knee, my back, my shoulder muscles have been torn. Even my teeth got kicked backwards. I needed surgery. I had no direction. I had no purpose. I was in pain physically and emotionally, and honestly, I felt alone. I dreaded and I hated work, especially because it was physically exhausting under the sun all day in construction work with people who hated me and did not like me. And I had no idea where I was going to go, and it was just a very, very tough time. So I decided to use social media and Instagram to keep pursuing my career in soccer, but in the United States instead of DR. And funny enough, I actually made it and got the chance to become a pro in 2016 thanks to that. But when I made it, I realized that it wasn't the life that I was expecting. I wasn't going to be making a ton of money, being able to travel, have fun, and all that. I wasn't going to have the time, location, and financial freedom that I always dreamt about. It was a lot of sacrifices, training 4 to 5 hours a day, a strict diet, not going out with friends, and I was still broke as a joke. And I realized at that moment that this was literally just like me working the horrible job I had under the sun all day long. I was again in the same spot as before. No direction, no purpose, hated my life, and I was always angry. But one day I just had enough, right? You just hit that one day, you just had enough. I thought to myself, I wouldn't think about my failures as much in soccer and in everything else if I was just simply extremely successful and had a buttload of money. And I'm sure you probably thought that too at some point in your life, right? So I decided to start a business, and I was like, what business should I start? And I picked the only real skill that I had learned throughout the years and years of failure. And that was Instagram sales and marketing, which at the time wasn't even popular and as hot as it is right now. This is my house in 2016 when I started selling my Instagram expertise to other people. 1 year later, I had made over $150,000 doing exactly that. The craziest part is that I had zero clue what I was doing in terms of business, but I was making it happen. 1 year after that, in 2018, that's when I met Mr. X, and he showed me how he closed over $50 million in a single year. I then went and applied his advice, and that exact same year, I had did over $2 million. After that, I told Mr. X, hey, would you like to come in business with me? Because this was freaking dope. And I think it will help a lot of people and their businesses. And that's when we partnered up and started working together in 2019. I then moved to my favorite city, freaking Miami, and got an amazing office here. Mr. X moved to Colorado with his wife and daughter because he's a little bit more chill than me, and he likes the mountains and, cold weather and stuff. I prefer the beach. In our venture together, in the first 30 days, we decided to start slow and soft to test the waters. But even like that, we did close to $50,000 in profit and over $100,000 in proposals, contracts, and potential upsells for clients. Now, I also travel all over the place, speaking at events, going to luxurious cruises, hotels, yacht, cars, festivals, and you name it. I'm going through this fast, guys, because I want to get to the meat and potatoes, but basically we just got to spend a lot of money and have a lot of fun. I got a freaking $15,000 Rolex, Louis Vuitton. In just 1 week, I spent over $25,000 in expensive dinners, yachts, Lambo, partying, and a bunch of other stuff. All this stuff happened in the past year or so, and I had hit over 7 figures, aka became a millionaire by age 25, which also got me the 2 Comma Club Award on stage, which is an award given for making over 7 figures. And I was the first one to do it from Dominican Republic and by selling my Instagram expertise. By the way, guys, I'm not making this stuff up. This is all over the internet. You can research it. You can see it on my YouTube channel. You can look it up on multiple times on Google. I've been featured multiple times on entrepreneur.com, Huffington Post, Grant Cardone's TV show, and a bunch of stuff. Whatever. This was my journey as an Instagram expert. 2010, soccer player. 2011, soccer player. 2012, soccer player. 2013, soccer player. 2014, still a soccer player, but working a job I hated, and I was broke, depressed, and in the sun, working from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Literally, when the sun woke up until it went down, I was working. 2015, I used Instagram to make it to the pros. 2016, broke, depressed, and realized what a failure I was at everything, including soccer, even though, quote unquote, I made it to the pros. 2017, $150,000. 2018, $2 million. I mean, just look at this, guys. I'm not making this stuff up. This is not some scam. This is not some quote unquote online business from a guru. But reality is that they're making no money. This is real. Now, I want you to imagine where you could be in 18 months. I was working more than 10 hours a day under the blazing sun in construction, and now I'm here. Imagine where you could be in just 18 months. And this is not us, guys, okay? Like, we have students and clients who we have helped implement the same sales and marketing strategies we use and had insane results. In fact, even faster results than we did, because we had to figure it out and fail a lot in order to make this a systematic process. I mean, just look at Jess. Jess failed not once, but twice when she tried moving to LA to pursue her passion and had to move in back with her brother in Ohio. And here she is freaking driving her little van with all her stuff and her clothes. Today, she lives in a mansion in Bali and makes over 6 figures from just her phone. No ebook, no crazy webinar, and the crazier part is with a small following. In fact, she made over $54,000 in profit in the last 45 days alone. What's even cooler than this is this last weekend, she actually closed 2 $9,000 sales. 2 sales, $9,000 each, for a total of $18,000 from just 2 sales in a single week. That's just straight up gangsta. This is Hansel, lives in Vegas, likes to have a ton of fun and party a bit too much, I would say. In the first 5 days, he made over $3,000, and then he decided to be a little lazy and not work as hard, but even like that, made over $17,400 in profit in a single month. And shortly after that, did over $11,000 in 24 hours from a very small following on the gram and with one single story. Here's another one. This is Dave. He was a bartender working 10 hours a day during the weekend, dealing with a bunch of crazy drunk people all the time. It honestly is just a very, very exhausting job. He had never sold anything or closed a single deal, but yet we got him closing $3,400 deals back to back like it was nothing. Here's another one. This was Rafael Mayor. He was actually already really experienced and a big influencer. He had a webinar, he had an ebook, he had email marketing, he had a chatbot, he had a super complex funnel, he had a crazy average, like bunch of employees and a bunch of stuff. And he actually told me that he had it all figured out, but that he wasn't selling high ticket and didn't know how to. I know you're an expert and an influencer, but just give me one shot here and we will blow your mind and your bank account with the simplicity and effectiveness of what we are going to give you. These are the results in just 7 days later after implementing what we showed him. Over $20,000 in sales in the first 7 days alone. And here's him only 30 days later. He had closed over $42,619. That is insane. The crazy part is that he hadn't even implemented the full sales process yet and is still having insane results fast. And for those who still think that webinars, emails, chatbots, ebooks, and a bunch of other crazy, overcomplicated, over-the-top stuff is what's going to help you, here's what he said on his own words. Note that we have been selling courses for a while, but this is the first time selling high ticket. After doing both, I can say that it's way easier to start selling high ticket program than creating a course from scratch. A course requires you to be an advertising and persuasion Jedi, and you don't get paid as much. If you're starting from scratch, just follow and implement the program. Do the homework and results will follow. And this is considering the fact that Rafael is already an influencer with a big audience and an expert. And he made more with this simple high ticket selling system that we are about to show you than with his crazy complex, insanely overcomplicated webinar funnel. In total, our community has made tens of millions of dollars. We actually have over 6 millionaire success stories for our clients and students, over 55 6-figure earners, and 278 jobs quit, aka people that left the job that they hated in order to work online and build a business online and make money online. But enough about me, guys. Here's how you can do this. So let me just take 5 more minutes of your time and explain the steps you need to have mastered in order to build, attract, and sell 3, 5, 10, or more new high-ticket clients on demand every single month. And honestly, you don't even have to have it mastered fully in order to have massive success and close high-ticket deals on a regular with your online business. A lot of our clients and students start having results way before they have mastered and even without implementing everything we give them. But before I spill all them goods for you, I want you to take a piece of paper and a pen right now and write this down. I can wait when you get that. I mean it. I need you to go get it. I'm not going to move forward until you do. I'm going to wait 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 10,000 years later. Have you gotten it already? Okay, good. So write this down. Selling is helping. Selling is helping. Why do I want you to write that down? Because a lot of people, maybe you too, are scared of sales. They fear it like it's the plague. They have this bad conception that sales is something bad, as something that you manipulate people into doing something they don't want. You're scared that your family and friends might see you as a con, where you scam people out of their money and blah, 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 a bunch of other stuff. Reality is that if your offer, and we're going to show you how to do it, by the way, is good, it actually helps people and will actually help people. And since it helps people, it is your duty to sell them into your product and service because it actually helps them. Because if you don't, you actually will be doing your potential clients a disservice. You can transform and impact somebody's life, business, family, relationships, confidence, mind, health, etc. with your expertise, and you are actively hurting them if you do not sell them. And I honestly doubt that you're hearing this want to actively hurt and inflict pain into somebody's life. It is just like you trying to sell a jacket to an Eskimo who lives in freaking the North Pole in a weather that's minus 40 degrees. If you don't sell it to them, they're going to die and freeze. So you are helping them because they need you. They need your expertise. They need your coaching. They need your products and services in order to survive because it actually helps them. So throw away your fears of sales because you're not only hurting yourself, your life, your business, your family, and your friends, but you're also hurting the life of your potential prospects as well. So again, repeat after me, selling is helping. Now that we got that out of the way, let's start on how you can have a predictable system to build, attract, and sell 3, 5, and even 10 new high-ticket clients on demand every single month. First and foremost, we need to look at positioning because positioning is king. Like the king of the north, Jon Snow, a Game of Thrones. Okay, let's just keep going. And I'm not talking about positioning in the sense of you sitting in your seat or standing where you're doing and going for a high ticket close. And I mean, sorry for the lame joke. I'm talking about what we consider to be the most important lesson to implement when closing high ticket deals. Positioning your service or product in a way that gives you all the power and leaves your potential clients feeling as though they are selling themselves to you and not the other way around. And this is freaking amazing. In order to do this, this is as simple as creating an application-based step with pre-qualifying questions. Just like the girl I liked when she started asking me quote-unquote innocent questions on the first day we went. Like, hey, what do you like? Or, hey, what are your hobbies? What do you do for work? What do you study? What is your opinion on XYZ? Just innocent questions, right? She is positioning herself and asking questions to pre-qualify me and see if I'm a good fit to go on a second date. The purpose of this is that your prospect, and this is exactly what you're going to do. Instead of you going on a second date, you're going to make money from it. The purpose of this is that your prospect goes through a series of very, very important strategic questions you've developed that allow you, the rainmaker, to get all the information you need in order for you to decide if that specific potential client can go on a second date with you, aka is a good fit for what you provide. You see the difference? One is straight up begging for people to come to your program and for you to sell them, like begging. And the other one is a position play where you see if they are a good fit and qualified to work with you. Now you might be saying, why is this position play so important? Well, let me answer that question in a little story from my past. This works just like when I was playing soccer. To get to any professional team, you need to pass a series of tryouts, 3 to 5 to be exact. And the coaches and team, that is where they weed out the candidates that are not a good fit, and they find the 1 or 2 players that I really, really want to work with. I remember going to multiple trials throughout the 10 years I played soccer with over 100 players in every single one of them. And I only made the cut on the very last tryout I participate, and all the other ones I actually did not even pass and wasn't selected. I had to put in thousands of hours in the gym, be strict with my diet, train endlessly on the field alone when nobody was watching, And this was apart from my normal training I did with the rest of the team. Now, question to you. Do you know why I put all that work in? I wanted to make the freaking team. I wanted to succeed. And to me, those tryouts meant everything. You see what I'm getting at? If those coaches and team would have said something like, hey, we're taking the first 10 people that show up to the tryout. You don't even have to be that good. Just show up and we'll pick you. Would I have sacrificed all that time, effort, energy, and sweat to make it to the team? Maybe, but probably not. Because if that was the case, then anybody could get in, and us as humans, we want something that is exclusive, that is unique, that is right just for us. And when we know there's something like that, we're willing to work our butts to do it. That is why positioning is so crazy important. Not only to sell, but it actually will help you with fire number 2 or step number 2, which is attracting the right customer to you instead of you chasing them down like a dog chasing cars down the street. Those tryouts to make the soccer team were designed just for that. Attracting the right player who's willing to put in the work and get shit done. Not the player who's lazy, who complains, who's not disciplined, who doesn't put in the work and will not go the extra mile when necessary. You do not want to work with those people. And the tryouts, aka the positioning, are designed to weed out the bad players out, since it is not a good fit for them. This step is so important because you are already qualifying them instead of them looking at your product and service as just another quote-unquote thing on their shopping list. I mean, you probably heard stuff like this. I'm kind of just looking for some options to better my business, health, relationship, or whatever it is that you're an expert in. That is a phrase that nobody wants to hear. Or maybe you've heard, let me think about it. Or can I get back to you? Or let me talk to my wife or partner. Those are freaking the worst, and you're left with a feeling of emptiness, just like when the girl says, I'll call you, after the first date went south, and that call never comes. The Prestige Close helps eliminate the majority of these objections just by the process alone. But don't worry, we have an arsenal of objection overcomes that we will give you here for you to have in your back pocket when they come to light. Again, I want you to hear this. You get the position play right, and you, the one hearing this, the coach, consultant, the influencer, the expert, is guaranteed to thrive. This is just basic, simple human psychology. And we just took this principle and applied it to high-ticket deals and closing in your online business. That is how Jess, even before fully starting to implement our sales process and closing, those high-ticket $9,000 sales, she was still making multiple $3,000 to $4,000 sales per week. Here's another one, Villatoro. Made $3,000 in sales just from Instagram DMs after 5 days of learning this. And doing it on Instagram with stories and DMs like we showed him how to do it. Here's another one, Christian. From just this one strategy, he was closing $5,000 per month deals, aka recurring every single month. That this month they paid him $5K, the next month they're going to pay him $5K too. And this was done in less than 1 week. Here's another one, Jimmy. He made an extra $3,000 recurring revenue per month by implementing this. And I kid you not, this is so simple that sometimes it just takes 5 minutes to do. I know, it sounds too freaking good to be true, but this is real. Making a good offer people want to grab and how we position it just works, period. Now onto the second step, which is attract, aka the marketing. And here this is very, very simple. Because if you have done the positioning right, this second step falls right after, because the beauty about our system is that you don't have to put 4 different fires that are completely unrelated. That is why every single guru you follow out there cannot get you consistent results. Instead, here we make it so simple for you so that when you tackle one fire with our extinguisher, the other one falls right afterwards like a domino effect, and it becomes so insanely easy and simple to follow. So here's what you need to do here. You are already going to attract the right people by you positioning yourself correctly. So how do you increase your results exponentially? One of the many things we focus on is called the 3 Ps. This is made to entice people with exactly what they want in a way they want it. Have you heard the saying, happy wife, happy life, aka give your wife what she wants? Here's kind of the same thing. Give people what they want and you're gonna make more money. So here the 3 Ps are person, problem, promise. In other words, who do you help, what problems does your product and service solve, and what promise or result does your product or service give them? And you need to be able to communicate these 3 Ps in a single phrase or sentence. Here is a real example for one of our clients, Lady Boss. They are one of our 6 7-figure success stories. They help women lose weight while loving themselves again. Lady Boss helps women gain back their confidence, improve their overall quality of life, and change the health of their entire family tree through the 3 pillars of fitness, nutrition, and accountability. Their 3 P statement is very, very clear. The person, women, the problem, wait, they promise, love themselves again. So it's as simple as clearly defining who you want to talk to, and that is it. This is kind of like the electromagnetic forces that surround our Earth. And sorry in advance, I'm going to go a little bit electrical engineer on you. After all, that is what I graduated college from. And somehow I got to use what I learned to pretend that it wasn't a complete waste of my time and money. So we all know opposite poles attract each other and equal poles repel each other. So no matter how hard you try to pull equal poles together, they're always going to repel each other. Same thing happens when you do not set up the 3Ps correctly. You repel instead of attract. And it doesn't matter how hard you try to put them together, you will always repel instead of attract. What you need to do is flip it around and put your 3Ps, aka person, problem, promise, together so that you attract. Because your offer will be the missing piece your prospect needs in order to get the result, aka the promise they want and are looking for. This is why when you combine the 3Ps with the position play, you instantly become the next hot trending song that people just can't get enough of, like Despacito or like Old Town Road from Lil Nas when it came out. And you trying to sell becomes so much easier. It's kind of like playing video games with cheat codes while everybody else is trying to get all the power-ups, aka quote-unquote organic, aka the dumb way. You got the cheat codes, you got the goods, you got the juice, you get faster results, and you make more money, and your prospects are happier, and of course, you beat the competition hand over fist. It is straight up an unfair advantage. That is why our clients, when they do this, get just straight up insane and comical results. Jonathan here made $1.2 million from a small following on Instagram in the first half of 2019 alone. Again, it is like playing video games with cheat codes activated, while everybody else is trying to beat that impossible level of objections, or not having enough leads, or not knowing what to say to close the deal and position the offer the right way, or not knowing how to attract the prospects instead of chasing them down like a thirsty 21-year-old boy on Valentine's Day. I know that was a little graphic, right? This is why Rivera blew past the $10,000 per month mark in a single month for his service-based high-ticket agency. Here's yet another one. Adrian Cordero made $15,000 in the last 15 days after just spending 5 hours learning this exact system. Another one. Here's Wendy. She's closing $5,000 recurring deals per month, left and right, without having any following whatsoever, and just after 60 days after learning this. And look, guys, I don't want to belabor this, but all of our clients are just making a ton of money. And the biggest reason is because they're simply following the exact blueprint from the very beginning that I'm showing you here today, okay? And so we went through, number one, creating and positioning yourself the right way. Number two, making sure you attract your prospects with the 3 Ps. The next steps here is to sell that offer and to continue the path of positioning and owning the position arrow on the sales call. And how do we do that? By using what Mr. X and I developed in our GSA program called the Position Close. This honestly is a very simple script that you will learn and have a ton of success with without feeling sleazy, pushy, or even depressed because another deal was lost for you not knowing what the heck what you're doing. Just look at what Jess has to say. And by the way, this is only 30 days after starting from complete scratch. I hit $36,000 in sales today, possibly $45,000 just waiting on final payment method on second deal. My close rate has doubled with the GSA script. I am 40% close right now. And this is only 30 days in. 15 days later, aka 45 days in, she had already in the bag over $54,000 in profit in just 45 days after starting from complete scratch. She's no more feeling like you're in the scene from the movie Boiler Room or Wall Street, where you don't know what the heck you're going to say to somebody and don't know what to do, so you miss the sale. Let me paint a picture for you. You hop on a call with a potential client, and one of the first things they say to you is, I hope I get selected to be part of this. As someone who has done hundreds of sales calls, this is something I definitely want to hear. And when I hear that phrase, it's game over. And I know the sale is happening almost all the time. This is how powerful the system that we're showing you here today is. You can literally jump on a call right then and there and know in the first minute if it's going to be a sale or not. And if you've done what we showed here today right, 9 times out of 10, is going to be. Now, the fourth and last step you need to ensure to close new business is what we've called the Assume Closed with Action. This is a method that creates simplicity and a quick action when done correctly. When you apply the Assume Closed with Action, you will decrease the objection of, I need to think about it, I need to chat with my partner, I need to talk with my wife, I need to talk to the freaking tooth fairy, and you will increase the chances of you getting the credit card digits on the first call without no follow-up and without that little line of, send me a proposal and I'll take a look at it. The soon close with action is really the only way we close now, and all of our clients and students applied as well and are having amazing success with it. Even those who have never sold a single thing online before, like Jose Garcia, are having amazing success with it. I'll pass the $10,000 in profit mark. Before joining, the most I had done was $1,200 since I had not fully defined my offer. Now that is a thing of the past. I have not even started fully implementing the marketing strategies taught by Josue Pena, just using the sales techniques we learned from Mr. X. I've been able to easily close people over the phone and also through IGDMs using the same exact closing techniques for my core offer and also my high ticket offer. And again, this was Jose Garcia considering the fact he has not implemented everything we've showed him. And he has a lot of things that is organized right now. But even like that, he's going to pass $10,000 per month in profit this very month, the same month he started. This is also exactly how Dove was closing 8 to 10 high ticket deals per week, when before it was just like 1 or 2 every couple weeks. And in a market where high ticket products is not common at all and is really hard to crack. AKA Dove's market is one really tough one, and he's still crushing it. And so guys, all these people that I've shown here today has put out these 4 fires. They created and positioned the right offer to sell. They attracted the right people to sell to. They positioned themselves for the sell with the position close and started closing deals with ease in a way that people are convincing you to take their money, but without you feeling like you're manipulating your customers, and actually you feeling like you're helping and serving them a lot. And all these people who put out these 4 fires are now making a crap ton of money. I mean, I showed you all this, right? Here's Hansel making over $11,000 in just 24 hours. Tafel making over $42,000 in profit in the first 30 days. Jess closing a $9,000 sale for the very first time, which she thought she was never going to be able to increase her prices to that level. Here's another Jessica, went from $0 to $11,000 in just 21 days. This is Gustin, he went from $0 to over $100,000 or 6 figures in less than 1 year. Here's Axel, closed his first high ticket deal at $2,000 per month last Wednesday as a complete beginner and not having sold a single thing online before. There's another one here that I can't even say his username because it's a little bit complicated. He got his first $3,000 recurring per month high ticket client. And I could go on for days here with the hundreds of success stories that we have. Guys, the hard way to do this is just to look through all the fire extinguishers and just hope that this one is the one that's going to put out those 4 fires, that the one you picked is the right one. And you're just hoping and praying that this course right here, this YouTube video, this podcast is the right one. That is hope marketing. Hope is not a strategy for success. You actually having the right extinguisher is the way to do it. This is the one that will teach you how to put out those fires. Because if all you have to do is put out those 4 simple fires, but there are so many options that everybody's telling you to do it. You need a webinar funnel, you need an ebook funnel, you need to write a book, you need to sell a low ticket course. Because more people will buy it. And then there's so many courses, and there's so many gurus, and there's just so many things telling you how to do it. But no one is actually showing you cold, hard proofs, facts, and numbers like we have showed you here today. There are so many approaches trying to teach you how to do this right. But there's only 1, 2, maybe 3 that will work, right? But the easy way is just to get the one that works instead of you trying to figure it out and wasting all the time and money. That shows you the formula to put out the fires and you to make the money. In fact, this was a random person who recently commented on our Facebook group if our program was worth it. And the very first response in that thread was this: the biggest benefit of his program is not wasting valuable time and money on strategies that just don't work. You're literally paying for tested strategies that have helped people make money instead of waste money. Hashtag worth it, hashtag make that money, hashtag IG for business. So who of you wants the predictable system for coaches, influencer consultants, and experts who want to build, attract, and sell 3, 5, and 10 new high ticket clients on demand every single month? Anybody out there want it? Anyone want that? Because guys, what we're going to do here is we're looking for some people who are, not might, but who are interested in this. And this is perfect for you if you're a coach, consultant, an influencer, or an expert who wants to start an online business that actually makes money and doesn't just waste all your money. Or grow an existing online business that already makes some money. But if you already have an online business, this is also perfect for you because it's going to help you scale and close those high ticket deals, which actually brings the high profit margins. This is also for you if you want to increase your price and start closing high ticket deals instead of that low ticket bottom feeder, bottom of the barrel kind of deals. It is also if you want to reduce your mistakes and reduce your workload. So if you reduce your mistakes, you don't have to work as hard. And that's one of the biggest things we have noticed is that people that are choosing the right fire extinguishers and are going and working a lot harder because they're having to fix the mistakes and then having to work again and then fix the mistakes and working. It's just a mess. They're making mistakes. They're growing the fire instead of diminishing the fire. And that way their workload goes way up. So right now, what we're doing is we're opening this up to some new clients, some very limited number, which I'm going to get to in a second. But we have the clients that are doing just so insanely well. That's Rafael Mayor right there with his wife and dog up in the corner. This is Jess Moore in Bali in her mansion / villa. This is Hansel in Vegas partying it up in the bottom. That's Dave with his girlfriend traveling. These people are honestly our favorite people ever. These are our dream clients. These are the people that are so crazy easy to work with. They get in, we work with them one-on-one, they grow their business, they have an amazing success, and we get to tell everybody about it. It's a win-win for everybody, right? Now, but the thing is that we're only looking for a certain number of a certain few people that can actually meet this criteria and actually grow their business like these people have, right? So there's 3 types of clients we're looking to work with, and only these 3. Those who want to make money online, they have an expertise, they're good at something that can help others, and you don't know where to start, or those who love the idea of being a coach, consultant, an influencer, or an expert while building a high-ticket online business, but you probably haven't started yet. And or maybe those who are already selling and building their online business and need help growing and closing high-ticket deals. But I just want to do a quick caveat with these 3 guys, okay? You have to be serious, and you cannot be freaking completely broke. You can't have all these things. You can't just be exploring. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just dabbling up in here. You need to want this seriously. You need to want to make money, and you need to seriously be ready to put in the work, okay? These are the only 3 types of clients that will ever have success, okay? Just like the soccer team when I was doing tryouts. The pro team are only looking for the best of the best. The ones who are willing to put in the work and succeed. The ones that are not lazy and just quote unquote trying it out just to see what's up. Or quote unquote just exploring around but quitting the next day. This is not for those type of people. Here's how the process works. I'm going to get to that in 2 seconds, but first off, who is this for? The hopeful / serious entrepreneurs who understand that starting a business is not just some walk in the park, okay? They realize that there's some work to be done, there's some effort to put in. If you are hopeful, but also a serious entrepreneur who understands what it takes, this is for you if you have another source of income already. Whether it's a job or an operating business that already works, this is for you, okay? You have to have some money to get involved with selling high-ticket products and services online. People who know that they are good at what they do and believe in themselves that they can dominate their marketplace and make high 6- and 7-figure income. This is really important, guys. If you don't believe that you can do it, if you don't believe you can make 6 or even 7 figures, you will never be even close. And that is really, really important, right? People who truly love entrepreneurship and value the customer above everything else and want to truly help them. We want real entrepreneurs, real, genuine people. You don't want people who are just greedy and just want to make money over anything. We want people that want to make a change and value their customers, right? And understand that they have to have some skin in the game. And understand, please, you have to have some skin in the game, right? For entrepreneurship, you have to spend money to make money. You have to invest time, energy, and effort to make money. You should know that going into this, okay? No pro soccer team was ever going to pick me if I just want to walk around on the field, not run, not defend, just get the ball and pretend like I was some kind of superstar, right? No freaking soccer team was ever going to pick me. It was that. And just like the soccer team, this is exactly like that. This is not for people who are completely broke. Sorry if you don't have $1, if you only have $100, like this is not for you, okay? Like this is not. I have a lot of more free content out there that's helpful that you can go out there and apply. I have a lot more free content out there on YouTube and on Instagram that you can just watch, consume. It's 100% for free. But this program is not for you. The freedom you get in all aspects, in financial, time, and location freedom, plus the positive impact you make in people's life with an online business is way too awesome and way too big to be started from people that are just lazy, that complain all the time, that blame other people for their mistakes, and that are just broke. I'm sorry, okay? You need to make some money first and then come back to me. People who make excuses and complain. If you're one of those people that just makes a ton of excuses and just loves to blow it and just make a ton of reasons on why you cannot do it, on why you're broke and blah, 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 blah. I've heard a lot of them. This is wrong for you. This is not the program for you. You're not a good fit. It's just not. This is also wrong for you if you're stuck in the information gathering mode and who are not prepared to get results. If you're just out there just looking through courses, buying courses, not actually trying to do something with your life, aka trying to actually make some money, this is not for you. People who are not serious enough about growing their business to $100,000 or $1 million a year. Like if you're not serious about growing your business to that level and you just want to make $2 here, $5 here, $10 here, $100 here, and you just want to make enough money to be able to feed your family and support it, I mean, that's okay and all, but honestly, it's kind of lame because you're limiting yourself, okay? You need to have a mindset that's a lot higher and a lot bigger to work with us. Now that you know who this is for and who is not for, this is a person custom tailored one-on-one strategy. And of course, knowing that we're a good fit to work together is very, very crucial because I really like to get all of our clients amazing results. It's not even a want, okay? It's not even a want. Is I need our clients to get results fast in order for us to work with them on the long term. And to do that, we need to make our clients a quick ROI. But the truth is that are just some people that we cannot help. And if that's the case that we cannot help you, we're going to be 110% upfront and honest with you and suggest you an alternative, okay? We're not just going to offer to work with you if you're not a good fit. That's just straight up the facts, okay? In fact, I've had people come to me before, actually had the money, but were not a good fit. And I said, no, they're not able to get into the program because they're not a good fit and are not a good fit for us, okay? You need to qualify and be a good fit for the program in order for us to let you in and have amazing results with it. I'm only looking for those that are good fit and that I'm certain that we can actually get results and help, right? So the first step in order to do this is complete the application to get a private strategy session, which is right below, which is right here on this page when you click the button below. And this application is seriously necessary, okay? We need it to determine whether you are a good fit and that we can help you and that we are the best people to help you. And then number two, we need to see whether you are actually determined to step up, commit, take action, and be coachable following our proven system so that we can generate and help you get results that we're talking about. So now, once I receive your application, you're going to be able to schedule a time with me to conduct your free strategy one-on-one session. So after you've done the application, again, click the button below. I'm going to receive it and you're going to be able to schedule a time with me to conduct your one-on-one strategy session. And this is where we're going to start working together to figure out what you want and how to make it happen in the fastest time possible and with predictability, okay? And then at the end of the call, one or two things are going to happen. We're either going to be a good fit and I'm going to extend you an invitation to work with me as one of our clients, or it's not going to be a good fit and that's okay too. There will be no hard feelings, no obligations, no anything, okay? Either way, you're going to receive a really valuable strategy session that we'll walk away from with newfound clarity on where you are right now, what's holding you back, and how to get and achieve the results you want. That together with the steps that are necessary to take action and break through your barriers. So not only I'm going to give you this valuable strategy session here where we try to figure out if we can work well together, I am also going to give you some fun stuff that you can start implementing regardless of whether we work well together or not. This is going to be super valuable for you, and I promise you this is going to be the most valuable 30 minutes you have invested in yourself, in your business all year long. So go ahead, complete the application. It literally just takes like about 3 minutes, and we'll see if you're a good fit. And right now, I'm not making this number up, okay? Right now, we actually have over 820 coaches, influencers, consultants, and experts applying for this in the last 60 days. And no, again, I'm not making this stuff up. This is literally the number, type form, the form software we use threw back at us, okay? It is the amount of applications we have gotten to work with both myself and Mr. X in the last 60 days. Again, in case you forgot, Mr. X sold over $50 million in a single year, so he's pretty dope. And as you might understand, the space is really, really limited, okay? In order for us to have a good one-on-one strategy session, we need some intense one-on-one to make this happen. And in order for us to be able to help you get the results that you want. So we have to limit it because our time is so valuable, okay? I mean, 820 applications in the last 60 days, that is crazy. We only work with clients that we know with certainty that we can help make them the money that they want to make. And just like a professional soccer team tryout, out of every 100 players that apply, we generally only work with 5 of those clients at a time. And right now, only 3 of those spots are filled up, okay? So there's only 2 left. 3 of those spots are filled up and we have only 2 left right now. So with that being said, please understand that this window of opportunity is not going to be available for long. I don't want you freaking message me on Instagram saying, Josue, but I want to get in. I applied for it. And watch them select that. Didn't get in because I didn't apply today. I don't want you doing that, okay? Because we only have 2 left right now. So you need to click that button below, fill out the application, and see if you qualify. What we have found is that the people who have the ability to make decisions and act quickly are the ones who are most likely to get amazing results. In fact, our craziest and fastest success stories, like the ones we showed here today, are the people that took action and implemented what we showed them, even when they felt that they didn't have all the pieces in place or that they were scared. Half of the success stories I showed you here today all have said, quote unquote, I haven't implemented everything Josue Mr. X showed me. I'm still having amazing results. My point is here, guys, that those who move the fastest are the one who wins. And this has been true not only with our clients and students, but with ourselves too. When we go into analysis paralysis, nothing gets done because we quote unquote want it to be perfect. But like I said before, we have found that the ability to make decisions and act quickly are the people that are most likely to get results, regardless of whether it's perfect or not. Those people that can actually make a snap decision, make a decision to change their lives, are the ones that are going to get their results. And those are the most likely to become our next clients and crush it for years to come. So if you feel this is the right for you, go ahead, click the button below, apply right now to see if you qualify, and then go ahead and follow the instructions on the next page. This is really a time-sensitive thing, guys. This opportunity is not going to be open for long. So again, click the button below and see if you qualify in order to work with us. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I was super pumped to share all this stuff with you. I hope it was super crazy valuable to you. Again, click the button below if you're an action taker and if you're ready to change your life. Click the button below and let's see how we can start getting you those high ticket deals and sales right now. Okay? See you soon.